Hello and welcome to today's September 24th second stimulus check update and second stimulus package update. In today's video, I'll be covering the Problem Solvers Caucus proposal, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi threatens to impeach President Trump again, Republicans threaten to remove Pelosi from office, Representative Hoyer pushes for the Democratic Party to lower the $2.2 trillion demand and pass this stimulus bill. There's a lot to cover today, and it seems to just be getting uglier and uglier. But if you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. And if you're not, consider subscribing right now. Okay, now on some positive note, Steve Mnuchin of the Treasury publicly praised and thanked Nancy Pelosi for getting a bipartisan deal passed to avoid government shutdown. Pelosi also put out a message to Democrats about how pleased she was with the funding bill to avoid government shutdown. But at the end of her message, she said, "Our unity served us well yesterday. Our unity will serve us well in the ongoing COVID-19 relief effort." So essentially, they did come together and quickly get a bill done, but at the end of the day, it kind of feels like they're just patting themselves on the back for ensuring that their paychecks didn't end. But I was grateful to hear her, say something about ongoing COVID-19 relief. Now, new data is showing that state tax collections are higher than previously projected several months ago. This means that the demand for the $2.2 trillion stimulus package, where a large percentage of that money was actually just going to state and local government and not to the people or businesses, may be not as necessary as it was previously worried over back in May and June. The tax collection is higher than they originally expected. So if this is the case, perhaps the $1.5 trillion proposal is the right dollar amount. The $1.5 trillion amount is what Secretary of Treasury Steve Mnuchin testified to Congress 2 weeks ago, that this was the amount that would help the U.S. economy and United States citizens. So I feel like we're actually going to be seeing more about this Problem Solvers Caucus, as that need for $900 billion for state and local governments may not be as necessary as previously worried over. Now, Larry Kudlow of the White House, some people said that he said we don't need a stimulus package. So let me just go through what it is that he said, because that is not true. He's a little bit more optimistic than other people, but let's just hear what he said. In an interview about the economy, he said that he believed that the economy would recover over time without another stimulus package. But he said he thinks reopening the economy will get money flowing again, and that there is a need for more PPP money, money for school, direct assistance checks, and unemployment. These are important, right? So now, did you hear that? Because a lot of other updaters, they skipped over this because he didn't say stimulus checks. He called them direct assistance checks. Now, I'll be the first one to say I almost missed it because I've not heard anybody call it that, but that's what it is, right? Direct stimulus checks to the people, or direct assistance checks. So he's even come out and said that those direct stimulus checks or direct assistance checks, those need to happen. PPP money needs to happen. Unemployment money needs to happen. So he is open to that. And said that they do need to keep the door open on those topics specifically, but he called them direct assistance checks. Okay, now, this kind of caught me off guard, but I guess maybe it shouldn't surprise me. I know that there's bad feelings between Nancy Pelosi and Trump. There was a previous attempt at impeachment, and then it just didn't go forward, but Nancy Pelosi is saying that she may try to impeach President Trump a second time in order to not allow him to fill the empty justice seat in the Supreme Court. Now, Republicans fired back saying that if she goes through all of this effort to get President Trump impeached, that they would then file the articles necessary to have her removed as the House Speaker of the House of Representatives. So it just continues to be an ugly battle out there, you guys. Now, it's my understanding, and I could be wrong. If I am, please correct me, but I don't think I am. It's my understanding that if House Speaker Nancy Pelosi files articles of impeachment, that the Senate has to stop what they're doing with the stimulus package. They have to stop what they're doing with filling the justice seat that is vacant. This means that, and I hate to say this, but if she files those articles of impeachment, when are they going to have any time to pass a stimulus deal? And so my worry is that the stimulus package negotiation could be dead, like completely dead, if she tries to impeach President Trump again, because under the law, they must drop everything they're doing and focus on whether it is justified to hold hearings and try to get the president impeached. So I just don't know how they would be able to give the American people time, attention, and money if all of the energy of the House of Representatives and the Senate swings in an attempt to impeach President Trump with only 40 days left until the election. I mean, he may be elected out of the office or he may be reelected. We don't know at this point. I'm not giving an opinion, but I just from everything I'm reading, everything would switch gears and there would be very little time or focus on the stimulus package. So, seeing all this going on, Representative Hoyer of the Democratic Party said to his party, let's get this stimulus package passed before there isn't a chance anymore. Even Hoyer is seeing that if this in articles of impeachment on a sitting president comes out, that there will be no time for stimulus negotiations. So he's even pushing his own party, saying, okay, we don't want to break from Nancy Pelosi. We want to, appear unified, but if this goes through, we're done. Our people that elected us to office, that count on us for money and help and assistance, we will have failed them. So basically he's telling his party, we have got to get this thing done before there's no more time. Now, I can't help but think how much of our tax money is going to supply these people with the money to fight each other, to threaten each other, impeachment hearings, and investigations. It's like, gosh, how much of our money has gone into these guys fighting? It's so crazy. I can't believe that they can't just come together for the American people. Again, I'm trying to stay bipartisan here because I know that you guys like that. And I know that, recently some people have said, you're being too hard on Nancy Pelosi. But she is the Speaker of the House. She is the lead negotiator, and so she is in the position to take the heat. And as of right now, the stimulus package ball, it's in her court. I mean, she's got the ball. She needs to do something with it. Now, anyone who has followed my channel knows that I try to be fair. In June, July, and August, I was super hard on Mitch McConnell for moving too slow. So I just try to call it as I actually see it. I try to just bring you facts. I try to leave my opinion to the side. But this is just what I'm seeing is going on in the last 24 hours. Now, I think that Republicans just could not coalesce together around a $3.4 trillion deal. Now with this information about the tax collections being higher, I don't know that there's a need for $2.2 trillion, and the majority of that went to state and local governments, not to the people. It's our tax money. And so I think the potential for the problem solver caucus proposal to come back up, I think that is a real potential. I really do. And it was a good bill, right? It had a second stimulus check with already written into law, if it passed, for a third stimulus check if the if the economy and the virus did not improve. It would already kick in. It gave money to unemployment through January of 2021. It gave money to the post office. It gave a healthy amount of money to state and local governments. It gave food assistance. It gave money to help open schools safely. It was a good bill. So I'm just hoping and praying that that will get more attention and that they will come together around this. I mean, this caucus is Democrats and Republicans that have committed to always working together for the good of the American people. And if this bill was born out of that effort, I think we should move forward with it. But at the end of the day, I'm not in office and don't really have a say over it. So anyway, this is my report for the day. As I know more, I will share more. I am very conscious of the fact that this is heavy stuff. There's a lot going on right now, a lot of fighting and hate. So anyway, just wanted to share this information with you. If you wouldn't mind giving this video a like, I would really appreciate it. I put hours and hours into researching and trying to find the truth so that I can share it in 12 minutes or less, or 9 minutes or less, whatever the video is. Anyway, I would hate to end this video without reminding you that you are amazing. I really hope that they will look at this Problem Solvers proposal again. I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.